This should be a real chess match. Tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Mitchell out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Robinson in at the 3. Here's Robinson. Right wing. Pass to Green. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Here's Carter Williams. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Mitchell. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And here are the Heat. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Pass to Green. Stolen by Gafford. Fast break Miami. Robinson defending. Here's Sanders. Miami moving it around. Inside. Here's Ori. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Here's Carter Williams. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Ori. Here's Carter Williams. 3-pointer. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside, Green. To the middle. Stolen. To the left side wing. Now here's Gafford. In his last outing, 8 points for him. It's stolen by Green. Robinson on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Outside Robinson. Pass to Biyombo. On the wing, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Carter Williams. Now Gafford. The fadeaway. And he gets the bucket.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Outside Mitchell. High post Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 6.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Phoenix making some changes. Hayward comes in for Biyombo, and it's Josh Giddey in for Mitchell. Carter Williams, the pass to Sanders. Blocked! Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Hayward. It's picked off. Martin outside. Davis with a screen on Green. He drops it from range. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Miami?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
It's Giddey on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. 19-footer. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Heat with the lead. And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The #1 overall pick in 2014. He's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
Now here's Hayward. No points so far. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Hayward. Firing up the 2K leaderboard. The NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. The Suns third.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
The Heat have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Christopher's shot is good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Mitchell against Smith. And it's Mitchell penetrating to the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Now here's Smith. Pass to Martin. Here's Christopher. Back to Martin. Smith in the high post. Martin left side. Over Ross. Martin misses. The Suns trailing. Outside Ross. Back to Hayward. Now Mitchell. It's Hayward on the wing. Lets it go from 11. And that misses. That would have put him up. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Heat leading by a point. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Suns. Gordon Hayward is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Monroe in at the 5.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Christopher off target from outside. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Suns. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
The Suns lead by 3. Down low. Here's Hayward. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Now here's Smith. He's scoreless. Pass to Martin, and that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
And Phoenix has possession. Following the bucket by the Heat, Johnson passes to Hayward. There's a screen by Biyombo. And Hayward, here we go. Outside for Mitchell. The floater. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Christopher. Pass to Fareed. Over to the left wing. Gafford the screen. Here's Collison. That one no good. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. Outside Johnson. This one for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Collison passes to Ori. Here's Christopher. Cans it from the wing.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
And here comes your Jskr S3.
Robinson, he's checked in for the Suns. Green comes in for Giddey. And we are so close to seeing the final list of dunk contest participants. And you know, anyone who might compete in this is so pumped.
Who wouldn't be? I mean, if you're on that list, you have to start practicing, working with teammates to create new and different dunks.
And you look at Mitchell, and in dunk contest voting, he's third, a premier athlete in the NBA.
Well, the fans want to see him fly, and us broadcasters, we want him in. I expect to see him compete during All-Star Weekend, believe that.
And we should have our final list of competitors in the coming days. So we'll share that with you as soon as we have it.
No matter what that final list looks like, safe to say, this dunk contest is going to be one for the books.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. To the inside. Here's Ori. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Thursday, and then on Friday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Teams will be getting sharper every time out.
Phoenix making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Pass to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Biyombo inside. Check by Davis. Biyombo can't hit. The Heat have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Carter Williams. The three ball. Ori gets the bucket. Ori's got 5 points.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Davis with a screen on Giddey. Carter Williams, the pass to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Now here's Hayward. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland. He gets it in there.
I mean, scoring on all three levels. Gordon Hayward is such a difficult assignment.
Here's Carter Williams to the paint. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Horry's shot is off.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Outside Giddey. Outside Green. Launches it. Miami grabs the miss. 54 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Horry. High arcing shot. Off the mark there with a 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Giddey passes to Hayward. And he hits the jump shot. Hayward's got 6.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Carter Williams, still without a bucket. The baseline J, that shot off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top. They lead by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Whoever makes it, get it right in the beginning. You don't want to wait around while you miss the first 3 attempts.
Glad you weren't my... Heading back to the Heat for a moment, they're right in the middle of a highly contested battle.
You love to see this kind of...
Appreciate you joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Miami trailing. They've got Michael Carter Williams and it's Horry in at the small forward position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Gafford with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Carter Williams. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Left side, Robinson. And Gafford comes to help. Right side, Mitchell. Fires from the wing. And that one's good. Mitchell's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
Green covering. They set the screen. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 8.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Now here's Mitchell. It's stolen away. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Gafford against Mitchell. Clock at 6. Driving inside. Over to the wing. Carter Williams. And again, Miami with a triple.
Once you're in your shooting motion, it's tough to shift gears like that. But he found a teammate for an open look.
Mitchell finds Robinson. It's deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Heat leading by 3. The outside leaner. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And, Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Taking a moment here, a look at the best rebounders among rookies over the last month. You look at Biyombo, his dominance on the boards is unquestionable.
And the way he's been aggressively attacking the boards, you have to think he's earned the respect of his teammates.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Back to Robinson. They need this. Sanders with a rebound. Miami leading by 5. Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, B.A., part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Take it away. Here's Ori, checked by Mitchell, and he's going for the oop here. And it's Gafford missing.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
And down it goes. 2 points. Give him 8.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Ori. Lets it go from deep. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Robinson on the wing. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Now just a 4-point Heat lead.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset. Get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Jackson, he's checked in for Miami. Gordon Hayward, he's checked in for Phoenix. Jackson on the wing. to the wing, right side. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the three fly. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Outside Robinson. Outside Green. The three from Mitchell. Gafford grabs the miss. Miami leading by 4. Here's Jackson. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Suns. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Monroe's checked in for Phoenix. Giddey comes in for Green. Here's Monroe. Yet to see a basket. Outside Giddey for the lead. Fareed grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Martin, the pass to Smith. And there's a 3-second violation. And the Heat making a change here. Davis is checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Ross, he's checked in for Robinson. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Mitchell against Smith. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home!
Whoa, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Giddey against Davis to stop the drought. He can't get that one to fall. The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Giddey against Davis. Monroe. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. And the Suns lead by 2.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Right side Davis. Back to Smith. Miami moving it around. Martin, the pass to Davis. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. Monroe with a bucket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Davis with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Jacks up a 3. No good that time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Phoenix, Terrence Ross is out there with Gordon Hayward. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Green. And it's Biyombo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Carter Williams, the pass to Christopher. Davis hits.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
The Suns leading. Outside Ross. Hayward for 3. He buries it from 3.
A versatile offensive player. Hayward is very dangerous firing off the catch like this.
And for the Heat, they're shooting around 44%. Not bad. Christopher, pass to Carter Williams. Back to Christopher. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Biyombo.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And yep, it's good. And now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
With good coordination offensively, Hayward is a consistent threat to knock down jumpers.
Davis with a screen on Giddey. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul of the game. Samuels, he's checked in for Miami. And the Suns also making a change. Johnson's checked in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Christopher. Pass to Horry. Another shot. Yep, right through the net.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Here's Green. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Samuels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Inside. Can't hit that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. Pass to Green. There's a screen by Biyombo. Tries it from 16. Rebound by the Heat. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Christopher, pass to Carter Williams. And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Davis.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So both teams changing it up here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. To the middle. It's intercepted. Pass to Carter Williams. Here's Horry to take the lead. Knocks down the long J. And the Heat lead by 2. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Miami.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, it can be intimidating when you can't find any daylight, and that's been the case here. Disruptive defensively, blocking shots, altering shots, a real factor.
Mitchell. Oh, no good again that time. Here's Carter Williams. Let's loose for 3. Money from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Suns trail by 5. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Robinson. Jams it home!
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Miami leading by 3. Here's Carter Williams. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Now Robinson. Beyond the arc. Oh! Ho, ho. separation right there.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Clock at 4. The triple drop.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
1:02 left in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. Rebounded by Gafford. So it's Miami now. 6-point lead. And he commits the intentional foul. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And Green comes to help. Yumbo with a steal.
Picture-perfect execution on the double team. No problem stripping the ball away. They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Cash from downtown.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Drives to the hoop. Here's the teardrop. Robinson outside. Fires the three. Green outside. So it's Miami picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. And you look at Morris, he's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think. But there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And I just love the way the competition between these rookies has taken shape this year. Everybody wants to take home that Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah, it's been especially intriguing race for that honor this season. It is only going to get more as we head down the stretch.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Johnson. Chris is out there with Len, and it's Wall. Wall wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Now we know the rumor mill is always active at this point of the season, Richard. For players, what's it like being mentioned in trade talks?
It can be a blow to your confidence, and it can also make you lose a little trust in your organization. You just have to remind yourself, it's not personal, just business.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Already one of the most powerful dunk artists in the history of this game, Mount Zion.
Len sets a screen for Wall. Shot from the wing, and it's Williamson with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Bull. Jacks up a 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Bull's got 5 points so far.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
Outside, Wall. And again, Denver with the triple.
The art isn't where Wall makes most of his points, but his concentration on that shot was terrific.
Pass to Barnes. Over Johnson, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now Wall. 6 points for him. And stolen by Williamson. Inside, and to Kumbo. Len grabs the board.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
And Ball sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Bull. Bull's making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And there it is for him. He's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his is next level.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and going back to last year, this series was an even split.
To the paint, here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Yeah, that's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Back to Wall. Len with a screen on Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Bull. He's got 10. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Giannis. Williamson, a screen on Wall. Three-pointer. Chris with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ball against Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Williamson. On the wing, Giannis. Pass to Bull. For the three. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by John Wall. Len grabs the board. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Chicago making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Bull. Bryant comes in for Williamson. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Hershey Hawkins. Antetokounmpo, no good. Nuggets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sabonis inside. Bryant defending. Sabonis' shot is off.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Grimes passes to Bryant. And it's sent back by Sabonis. And he gets it back. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Antetokounmpo against Hudson. Len with a screen on Antetokounmpo. No good from Hudson. It's all tied in Chicago. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Richardson is out there with Hudson. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Taurean Prince. Here's Hudson. Hasn't made one yet. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. Pass to Prince. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Prince has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Bryant. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Giannis against Hudson. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Giannis has got his second bucket.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo can operate in the mid-range. I think that'll be a great tool for him as he develops.
Pass to Prince. Lets it go with the 3. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Chicago making some changes. Jones checked in for Bryant. Patty Barnes comes in for Quentin Grimes. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Hershey Hawkins. And then for Denver, Alex Lenz checked in for Sabonis. Marquise Chris comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Richardson. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson kicks to Hudson. Right wing. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now Jones. Barnes outside. And here is Antetokounmpo. To halt the run. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. The Nuggets leading by 5. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 19.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. John Wall's checked in for Hudson. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Bull. And the Bulls with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now, here's Johnson. Now, Chris. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, and they got hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposure to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. Now here's Barnes. And the Bulls, another 3. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflection. Why do you think that's so important to them?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
Now Bull following the 3-point attempt by John Wall. And that one, good. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Hawkins checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a switcher also for Denver. Sabonis is checked in. Johnson, the pass to Wall. Sabonis' screen on Hawkins. Wall, no luck.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There's the triple. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Sabonis' screen on Hawkins. Here's Wall. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Covered by Chris. Denver grabs the miss. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Wall. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And along with being incredibly fast, Wall showing great body control.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Chicago. Giannis comes in for Hawkins. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Outside, Sabonis. And here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Picked him clean. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Wall. From downtown, and no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Chicago. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting. Let's put this to a vote. What is the All-Star of foods?
Barbecue chicken.
Oh, come on, Eddie. You set him up for that one.
Honestly, I did. I just like hearing Shaq say it. And it's true. You can never have too much barbecue chicken. Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the way it's drawn up, and let's credit their game planning as well. Thanks for spending halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've got Antetokounmpo. Ball is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Scotty Barnes. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here is Wall. Following the basket by Giannis. Out to the right wing. Wall looking it over. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
The Nuggets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Williamson with the screen for Giannis. Pass the Bull. Floats it up for Williamson. And stolen by Chris. Outside, Wall. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Down low, here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now, here's Johnson. Len sets a screen for Wall. To the inside. A dunk by Len. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
You know, Richard, there's a lot to like about Cam Johnson, especially if he's on the floor for your team.
Oh, it's simple, Kevin. He gives you length at 6'8" on defense. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He has skills that every team wants and needs.
Here is Wall. Following the basket by Giannis.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Pass to Barnes. Bull setting the pick for Barnes. Now, here's Bull. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
Ooh, coming out hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Now, here's Wall. He's got 9. And Denver again with the bucket.
And Wall knows his teammates depend on him to find them, especially when they're open.
Chicago's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Jskr. He's off from 17 feet.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Wall. Len sets a screen for Wall. To the middle, shoots it up, and Len gets it to go on the assist by Wall. Len's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Bulls have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's the screen. Giannis gets the ball. And the Bulls another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Nuggets trail by 3. So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Third, John Wall.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. There's a screen by Chris. 6 on the shot clock. Wall dishes to Johnson. Over Barnes. It's all in by the Bulls. Bulls got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Uncovered. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 5 points in the game.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
The 3 hits it from 3-point range. He's got 27.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Another 3 for Chicago.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Wall. He's got 9. Out left to the wing. This one for 3. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Zubac is checking for Chicago. And so here is Chicago. The lead is 2. Pass to Bull. He's guarded by Johnson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Here's Bull. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Bulls got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, well, they just drop that.
Williamson with a screen for Giannis. From deep. Hands it from downtown. And now it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Wall against Antetokounmpo. Outside, Wall. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? The Nuggets with another miss. The Bulls leading by 9. Williamson, the pass to Bull. Fires the 3. Here's Williamson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's Chicago. They're up by 9. And we're just moments. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity his team is showing, the motion of his offense. Just wants to see more of it.
Yeah, they're working together well. The key now is to try to do it consistently throughout the rest of this evening.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Hudson is out there with Richardson. Then there's Prince. Then it's Sabonis. Barnes kicks to Bryant. Here is Hawkins. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. In the corner, it's Richardson. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Zubac, a screen on Richardson. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Hudson. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Screen by Bryant. And they get it back. From the arc. Denver grabs the miss.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Richardson outside. They get it back. It's blocked. Barnes looking around. The shot's good from Bryant.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Nuggets trail by 7. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Switch here. Williamson's checked in. Big group substitution here for Denver. Lenz checked in for Sabonis. Chris comes in for Prince. Dennis Johnson's checked in for Richardson. And it's John Wall in for Hudson. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. 5 on the clock. From 13, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Williamson, the screen. Hawkins trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Chris. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Williamson to take the lead. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with Dennis Johnson, you know you're going to get tenacity and intensity, especially on the defensive end. He mucks things up out there.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bol comes in for Ivica Zubats. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Hersey Hawkins. And it's Wall with the ball for the Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Misses the three. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's deflected. And they pick up the 2.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Barnes against Johnson. From outside. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Barnes. And he banks the layup in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Bull with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Now Bull does not go. Bull with it. Puts up the 3. A three-pointer. Good.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Bull. Strong move off the glass.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Ball against Giannis. Johnson outside. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Wall. Clock is at 3. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Wall. Johnson outside. Can't connect from long distance.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Outside Wall. And get the 3. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-5 run. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. So it's Chicago winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Dante, you won.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. With
and going through their pregame warm-ups. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got John Collins, and it's done in at the 1. Just about halfway through the season, Graham. Which half of the season went quicker for you, the first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a